Good Monday evening, Southeast Texas. Welcome to 12 News Plus. We're going to take a detailed look at your forecast over the next 15 minutes. Some things you don't normally see during a normal weathercast, 3-minute weathercast, and we'll be able to get in a little more nitty gritty. So we've got clear skies over at the Horseman's Western Star, but we do expect increasing cloud cover overnight. 55 over in Orange right now, and at Packard LaPrade in downtown Beaumont, also 55 on the roofing 911 Skycam network. So we expect another cold night followed by a cool day coming up on Thursday. No rain on Tuesday, I should say. And then scattered showers back in the forecast as we head towards Wednesday. We'll go with a 50 to 60% coverage. We're issuing a weather impact alert Saturday night for the potential somewhere over Southeast Texas for a wintry mix. We'll detail that in just a second. Regardless, the coldest weather of winter is going to be on the way as we head towards Monday and Tuesday of next week. So tomorrow morning looks like near freezing, near or just above freezing up in the lakes area, and into the upper 30s to lower 40s here in the Triangle. That'll be followed by a gray Tuesday. We're going to go 63 here in the Triangle. I think modeling is a little too warm tomorrow afternoon as we expect more of an east to southeast wind as another front pushes into the area. No rain tomorrow up in the lakes area, about 60. And again, modeling is a little warm into the mid 60s. We'll see if that materializes. Surely would be nice across Southeast Texas. Otherwise, 64 is our normal high temperature this time of year. So we're going to go right on through Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday near high temperatures in the low to mid 60s. That's pretty close to normal. Then the Arctic cold front arrives, and look at this. Saturday, we'll see falling temperatures all day, well below normal of that 64. 38 could be colder on Saturday and Sunday, but we'll go with that for right now. And on Monday, after a very cold start, may not get out of the mid and lower 40s coming up on Monday. So well below normal temperatures coming up Saturday, Sunday, and Monday of next week. As far as rainfall, we'll continue with that 50% coverage coming up on Wednesday. Maybe some leftovers on Thursday. Friday looks just gray. Saturday, a 70% coverage of rain, possibly turning over to a wintry mix somewhere over Southeast Texas, depending upon which model you look at. Then maybe keep a 20% coverage in the morning. That could be an issue across Southeast Texas with temperatures possibly into the 20s across the area. Then Monday morning will be cold and dry across the area. So I'm going to show you two models. These are deterministic, but I also have what are called ensemble models. We have not only the GFS that you're looking at now, but the Jeffs, which is an ensemble. It's 30 runs of this particular model, and it's showing about a 40 to 50% chance of a wintry mix over Southeast Texas, mainly up in the lakes area. That would be sleet, which is ice pellets, and the potential for freezing rain up in the lakes area. Here in the Triangle, if it materializes, it would be freezing rain, no snow, or a cold rain. This may be a little too fast as far as that goes. And these models are going to flip-flop right up onto Saturday night. The European is showing a wintry mix up in the lakes area with just a cold rain here in the Triangle. Its ensemble, which is 50 runs, is showing about a 40% coverage of an icy mix up in the lakes area. That would be freezing rain and sleet. Unlikely to see snow. Not impossible for a few flakes. Let's just leave it at that. And a cold rain here in the Triangle. But its ensemble does show the potential getting awfully close to the Triangle. So at this point, what can we say? Well, at this point, we can say there is a wintry mix possible. This is 5 days from now, okay? Forecast soundings support even a very close chance of maybe some freezing rain here in the Triangle, but it looks like mainly up in the lakes area Saturday night into Sunday morning. The amounts are too early to ascertain at this point, and I'm not even going to attempt to do it. And that also goes hand in hand with the impacts. We just don't know how much is going to fall, if any, at this point. All I'm saying is that it's possible coming up Saturday night into Sunday. What I am more sure of is some of the coldest weather of this winter season coming in as we head towards Monday morning. As we could be close to 20, maybe the lower 20s up in the lakes area. You bet I'm going to be dripping. here in Beaumont, in the mid-20s here in the Triangle, coming up Sunday night into Monday morning. I will be dripping those Sunday night into Monday morning, and also into Tuesday morning will likely be the coldest so far this season. So right now we're looking at mostly clear skies and temperatures in the upper 40s, lakes to the lower 50s on the Pro Roofing Concept satellite and radar loop across the state. Well, can you spot the front? I bet you can. It's in the 30s up into the Texas Panhandle. There's the front right there south of Dallas and nearing Waco, probably through Waco now, and into the 60s down in central and south Texas. And that is a good 8 to 20 degrees colder up into the Texas Panhandle, northwest Texas. We're warmer than we were 24 hours ago, but we will see a little bit of a reduction in temperatures coming up tomorrow as this next front limps into southeast Texas very slowly. This is not a strong front. What it will do is encourage clouds to gradually increase across the area. Don't expect any rain tomorrow, but we do expect a good chance of rain as we head on in to say Wednesday as an upper level disturbance pushes into our area. So tonight we'll look at increasing cloudiness, maybe becoming partly cloudy. So we'll go with lows near or just above freezing in the lakes area and into the upper 30s to lower 40s triangle. Tomorrow, a lot more gray in the sky. We'll go partly sunny. Partly sunny is between partly cloudy and mostly cloudy. So it's a little more than partly cloudy and a little less than mostly cloudy. And after a cold start, I'm going to go with the lower, perhaps mid 60s tomorrow afternoon across the area. And then there's the clouds that move on in, and you can starting to see some sprinkles off to the west. That'll be the rains that come in due to what we call a shortwave and upper level disturbance moving in across the area by Wednesday. So in the upper levels, we'll take a look at this. We're watching this trough of low pressure right there. That's the cold front coming on in. Another piece of energy will drag another front into our area coming up late Wednesday into Thursday. That's a weak front, but the Arctic front will be coming on in on Friday night, and then we'll be watching this piece of energy right here. This is what's going to cause quite a bit of lift over east and north Texas and some here in the southeast Texas, and this is typical overrunning. See the winds out of the southwest here at the upper levels of the atmosphere, but at the same time the winds will be at the lower atmosphere on the ground will be blowing out of the north. Typical overrunning. Many times seen this before. So this is what is going to bring us the potential for a wintry mix across north and possibly southeast Texas. The big question is, do we get the cold air in quick enough for it to become a wintry mix in the triangle? I hope not. I'd rather see snow than freezing rain any day of the week, and I think you would too. So we really want this to be the Euro that wins this, but the European model is always warm biased. It's never, ever cold enough. It does good on precipitation most of the time, but it's never, ever cold enough. It's always the GFS that wins wholeheartedly as far as the cold. So with the southwest flow and troughiness out towards the southwest, there will be a good chance of rain coming up Saturday into Saturday night, maybe even into Sunday morning across the area. Then this main trough pushes through the area, and that will clear us out as far as cloud cover, and that means cold, cold, cold coming up Monday and into Tuesday morning across southeast Texas. Probably the coldest so far this season. So on the Gulf tomorrow, we're looking at slightly choppy seas around 2 to 3 and an easterly wind at 10 to 15 knots, water temperature at 60 degrees. So tonight, increasing cloud cover, we'll call it maybe becoming partly cloudy, just above freezing in the lakes to the upper 30s to lower 40s in the triangle as the winds go calm. Tomorrow, lower, maybe mid 60s. It all depends on how much sun we see tomorrow afternoon. If we got mostly sunny skies tomorrow, then it'll be warmer than what I have. I think we'll see some gray. I think it'll be considerable gray tomorrow. So maybe not the mid 60s. Otherwise, southeast winds are expected. Then there's the upper level disturbance coming in on Wednesday, and that will give us our 50% coverage of rain across southeast Texas. Severe weather is not anticipated. This will be very welcomed rain. It'll be a good soaker over spots across southeast Texas, maybe some leftovers Thursday morning. But as you can see, 64, our normal high. We're pretty close to that right on through Friday across southeast Texas, but lots of gray and some chilly mornings, but not as cold as what we've seen. The Arctic front comes in on Friday, and this is a topsy-turvy day. No, I didn't make an error. We'll start out at 47 in the morning and then fall to 38 by Saturday afternoon. So falling temperatures, a windy, breezy day across southeast Texas Saturday, and then the rains move on in. Now the big question is, do we get enough cold in here to create a wintry mix? And as I showed you, it depends upon the modeling. So at this point, we will go with Saturday night into Sunday morning for the potential of a wintry mix over portions of the area. I think mainly Lakes area, but it's too early to rule out the triangle at this time for something as far as maybe some freezing rain. If anything, we will see freezing rain and sleet, and the least likely is snow. So don't plan on snow. If we see anything, it would be freezing rain and sleet. So it's just too early to ascertain the impacts as far as driving or anything like that, or the amounts of ice, if any, across the area. But it's a possibility that we may have to deal with. So download the 12 News Plus app and keep abreast of the forecast, because it will change across our area as we watch these continual model updates. Again, the Euro, as I've said, is never ever cold enough, and it's always slow. It's a good model as far as rainfall, but that's about it. So it is even showing maybe some sleet, freezing rain up in the Lakes area with a cold rain in the triangle. I would not, I wouldn't discount this, but I wouldn't throw it away either, because the GFS is saying, that's not the case, and that you're too slow, and that we could see even some freezing rain along I-10. But again, this is very early. This is 5 days out, okay? I feel more confident Burkeville, Jasper, and Woodville, where I was this weekend, of seeing freezing rain and sleet up that way. Triangle, it's going to be close, depending on which model you look at. So again, we need to watch this and keep abreast of the weather. Regardless, we think that after this all clears out Sunday morning, and there could be, if we get rain and we don't get that dry air to filter in over the area early Sunday morning, then there could be, with temperatures in the upper 20s, there could be some problems on overpasses if we've got wet ground. And if the air is dry enough, it will lick that moisture up real quickly. But if we have precipitation coming on down Sunday morning, it would be freezing rain here in the triangle. It would not, I don't think it's going to be thick enough to produce sleet, and certainly not snow here in the triangle. So if anything here in the triangle, it would be freezing rain Sunday morning across our area. High temperatures are going to struggle. I may be too warm on Sunday as far as high temperatures, because I think we'll see mostly cloudy skies. Then Monday morning, this will be pipe busting weather. So you will need to take preparations to prepare for dripping or turning your water off up in the Lakes area, with temperatures around 20 to the lower 20s in the triangle. I live in central Beaumont, and I will be dripping at 24 degrees coming up on Monday morning. So if you're just joining us, we're looking at a cold morning across southeast Texas, just above freezing lakes, upper 30s to low 40s in the triangle, and it looks like near normal high temperatures right on through Friday. Much colder Saturday, Sunday into Monday. We expect a 50% coverage on Wednesday, 70% coverage of rain, maybe mixed with sleet and freezing rain. This is the colder GFS. There's a small chance of freezing rain in here in the triangle.